Humble here. Take a look at this little F1 car. It's similar to one you might have seen before. Do you know a fella named Michael, the single racer down in Australia? Well, from time to time, Michael gets these ideas for me, and he says, Humble, how about if you did this? Or Humble, how about if you did that? And, generally speaking, they're really cool ideas, so I really don't have any problem with it. I like doing stuff like that. I enjoyed a single racer, so, we started out at a similar time with our channels, and he did really, really, really well because he stuck to a prescription of stuff that works beautiful, and it works great for him, and it makes a nice channel, and everybody loves him. And I kind of went offbeat and wild, and mine didn't do anywhere near as well. But that's neither here nor there. Praise God, I don't need the money from it, although it wouldn't hurt. But he said, what could you do with this Ferrari 312T? He said it's a very special car, and a very special driver now is parted from the earth due to driving it and crashing, I guess. I don't know the full deal. But he said, don't do anything that would be, creepy or would dishonor the man. So I certainly didn't want to do that. But I did want to bring a few changes. He goes, well, I wonder what Humble would do to that car if he had a chance. Well, you might notice a few things that are different. We've got some scoops bringing the air in where, it can do some good, and a great big one in the front. Oh, my goodness. Jimmy Durant, my. And you'll notice the rubber is enhanced a great deal. And we've got Dr. Doom's lab, that'd be Jay. He came up with these beautiful trumpets from the Brap hamster, and the Brap ham is what it's called. I call it a Brap hamster. I just like doing it. And he did such an outstanding job. I got a hold of him through Facebook, which I'm not crazy about Facebook, but I'm crazy about being able to get a hold of people. And I asked him if I had permission to use these parts on some of my official builds at home. He goes, Humble, have at it, knock yourself out. And I told him I'm not going to share these with anybody. I'm just going to use them for my own self. He goes, fucking have at it. Well, he didn't say it, but he goes, go right ahead. You've got my approval. So, as you see, I am taking him up on his happiness, and we've got him. Now, lights. Well, this isn't known to have lights, but it does now. In fact, it has some here, it has some here. These don't light up, and I don't know why, but they're supposed to. We've got gauge lights that work, and look at this happy little light. Tell me he's not a good little guy. And Humble, that ain't a light. Watch it see. You're right, it isn't. Okay. It can be, though. You're kidding. No, I'm not. How do you like these things lighting up in the front? What are you talking about? Those are air nozzles. Well, they are, but now they're lights, just like this great big critter up here. And boy, do they work nice when you're, you're out a little later than you expected to be. Humble, how do you make something lights that ain't lights? Well, if something has a name, I'll show you how to do it real fast. It's not that difficult. I did want to do something with the flames on this car too, because they're a little wimpy, but I'm not going to do that right now because that takes up a little bit of time, and I want to have some fun and get a video up for you this weekend, and something fun, not long, but you want to know how to make this thing a light, huh? Okay. First things first. Not unlike the good Lord, we have to start with something. Well, he don't have to start with anything, but we do. We've got to start with the lights part of this program here. Now, let's go back to where we are. Here we are right here. Let's go up to data folder and down to lights. All we'd have to do is have a lights. Okay, we've got 13 of the rascals. Now we're going to have 14. So what color would we like it? How about this would be nice. So let's take light 5. Control C, we'll come down here to the edge of that, then we'll go backspace 2 and then pop this in there, and this will now become 14 instead of 5, 14, and we don't want the name to be the same as anything else we're using So we're going to take that out of there, okay? In fact, let's just take all that right down to there, just because I'm a knucklehead and we'll remember where we are, okay? Let's make sure these are cleared as Jody prompts me to do. Okay, now let's go back in there and fetch the name of that thing. Are you ready to do this? You're ready. All right, all we got to do is we're stay in the main screen we're in, come over here and touch the thing with a button, and we come up with this name right here, GeoBody2. Watch. So we go Control C, and that's all we had to do with that. Let's wiggle the car, hit Escape twice, and go back to where we can now place this name. So instead of it being G-Cock, which sounds like somebody that should work in, we'll leave it alone. There we go. We got that. Now we don't have any of those on there that I can see, so we can save that, and now we'll go back into the game, and we'll test it out. Okay, so come up to the little car, go to lights, and we got lights now. See the little thing come on blue, and now everything else that was named that comes on blue also. So we got all these cool little blue lights that pop up all around the place. Isn't that neat? And now you're liking it, aren't you? I thought you might be. Now I wonder if renaming these, I don't even know if we could rename them. Let's try though. Well, let's look around and see what else we could lighten up. It's funny, this thing that'd be kind of a neat light, but it's right behind your head. Oh wait, I see some more. Look at all these little rivets and things. We could light these bastards up. We could light these bastards up. Let's go back one and see about this. Okay, now let's touch this little thing right there. There they are. That's the name of them right there. We could have those little bastards light up. And, uh-oh, maybe we can't do these. Those we might have to look into in a minute. Look at all those. Okay, G cockpit sub 1. Okay, those we can do. Let's go back and let's get us a couple of them because we might find something else cool. So let's just go ahead and do this a couple times. Control C. Okay. Drop it down twice. Control V once. Control V. Now we have to have 16 and 15 respectively and in order. Now these have to not be named the same as the other one or we won't have anything that works. Just nip off parts of it so it doesn't be the same as anybody else, and let's go fetch those other things. Alright, let's come back in here. Now you're going to have fun doing this. I know I do. So let's reach up here and touch one of those little nibblers. And let's grab the name. Okay, Control C. Alright, we can only do one at a time, so let's do one at a time. But it goes at a good pace. It's not hard to do. So right down here, we want to go, number 15 is called GeoBody sub 1. Yep, that's okay. I saw the cylinders one, but this is different. And let's change the color. Let's do a 7. No, that might be too much. Let's do a 3 and a 9 on that. And we're going to do a 9, a 1, and a 3 on that one when it comes time. So we can see what we're doing. How's that? Now let's go see what we did. Now let's go ahead and turn the lights on so we can see if they work. Yes, they do. See, they come out purple. So that we can see what we did. We got the little purple ones. We got the nice little blue ones. And now we're looking for something else that we could light up. It'd be nice to light these rascals up, but they have a name that already has a name. Look at all the little lights. Oh, look at the spring that lit up. Isn't that cool? Now, I'll bet you we could even do these little fixtures and shit. What do you want to bet? Or even this cooler right here. It doesn't look much like a cooler, but it could look like a cooler. If we wanted to do that, or we could probably do these little bolts. Pretty neat, isn't it? I mean, it gives you it's a little something special. And you say, well, at 300 miles an hour, who sees it? Well, you're looking at it right now. We ain't doing no 300 miles an hour. So it looks pretty freaking cool, I think, personally. What about the springs? See those front springs? We could lighten them bastards up, I bet you. Let's turn the lights off for a minute. Go on back. And let's touch the lights and see if we could. Oh, yeah, we could do that. That's a front shock. Does the other front shock light up also? Or just the one? Or, no, it's just, oh, we'd have to have like 4 of them. All right, that's probably not what we want to do. Now, what about this little spring here? We could do those little bastards. They'd be kind of cute, lit up. So you're wasting it, old boy. Well, you know, we're not out of numbers. There's lots more numbers in the world. So let's try this. Control C. There's maybe not maybe there is thousands of individual parts to all of these things. Individual parts, a whole shithouse load of them. Control V. All right, now just for shits and giggles, what we are going to do is we're going to give us 4 more of these bastards just in case we can find 4 more places to light this thing up. Control C. Now we come down here, clack, clack, Control V. Okay, now. Okay, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Kabingo, just like that, okay? Now, we added 4, so we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we're going to be hunting for 4 more things we can lighten up. And this time we're just going to find them and light them up. Now you want to, first of all, can we rename this? I'm sure they're the same name as this. They're not. That's why it didn't do it. Oh, good. Fucking A. Control C. Beautiful. All right. Now, this is the color we want right here. Oh, this is cool. Ah, no. That's what we want. Now we can get the tops, and they all light up nice. Check this shit out. Now I know why it didn't work. Because they're named different. Would you sit over here like a good boy? Yes. Okay. Beautiful. They have different names. This is awesome. That's why it didn't work. Let's get them in here before I know what's going on. Okay, cylinder sub 1. And this is what we want. Awesome. Now they're going to light up all of them. You want to believe it? Come see. Move out of the way, little Spriggett. Watch this shit now. Yay! All 16 of them light up, or 12. No, there's 16. Check it out. They all light up now. Oh, we got our little green springs. Tell me that ain't cool as fuck. You can't. Oh, look at all the little blue springs that hold the pipes on. That's cool. I'm liking it. Fucking A. Now see, this is the fun. Okay, here's what it would be like normally. Alright, now we hit the lights. And we can see nice, and let's take a look at her. So this is what we've got. Those are lit up but gently, so they're not obnoxious. They're just lit up nice. You can see the back of our unit, and if I hit the brakes, our brake lights come on. You can see the springs. And little blue accoutrements, and you see the green in the front, blue in the back. It's pretty freaking cool. And we've got good visibility. Alright, let's give it a go. Looks awesome at night. I've never run Daytona at night. It looks really neat. Oh, fuck. I knew that was the end of it right there. I knew it. I knew damn well when I dug too deep I was fucked. I knew it. There was no possible hope at that point. It was all over. It was all over. think this is it right here. Watch what I did wrong. Right there. That was the end of that. There's no way you're going to correct that. That was a whole bad maneuver right there. That was no good. 100% turbo. Yep, enough. Whew, whew, holy shit. Not available. Don't worry about it. That was a horrible experience. Well, not horrible, but what do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think, guys? What do you think? Let's go to a different whatchamajiggle here scene. And let's just see what we got. Now, Single Racer used this hanger, which I thought was really pretty cool. I've not had real good luck with the lighting in the hanger, but he did a nice job with it. Yeah, there we go. And somehow he got it to rotisserie. I don't know how the fuck he did that. I've never been able to get these to rotisserie, but how the hell did he do it, I wonder? Let's look around and see. Maybe there is a... Oh, look. Simple occlusion. Attached shadow. I kind of like the occlusion. Maybe that's... Okay. How the hell did he get it to do? I was going to ask him, but I was a little embarrassed that I didn't know myself. But I don't know. Somehow he did it. He got it to scoot around on its own. It can't be that hard, could it? Miscellaneous. Wow, check that shit out. That is cool. Whoa, that's nasty. Okay, that wasn't it. Oh, look, bloom. I don't know how he did it. I'm going to have to ask him. That's the best way. Just ask somebody. How'd you get it to do that? And he'll say, oh, Humble, I'm surprised you didn't know. That's right. I didn't fucking know. That's why I'm asking you. He'll say, it's easy. You just go and do this. And we will. Blammy. That don't do shit that I can see. Wonder how he did it. I don't know. Got me swinging. You dirty bastard, go lay down. dickhead! A gear, you fucking lap slapper! Go, fuck stick! Find a gear, dickhead! Find a gear! Did it. Holy shit, I wouldn't have believed it. Fucking A. Fucking A. We did it, but I don't know how to fuck exactly. Whew! Boy, that was a motherfucker and a half. Single racer. The old boy. In real life, he'd have killed me. I mean, single racers is so much better driver. Well, there wasn't much hope at that point. All right. This is the final finale right here. This is okay. I'm liking this. So far, so good. Never fails, does it? What the fuck? You just have to go off to the fucking no man's land. Holy shit. That is one cool looking bastard, isn't it? That is one cool looking car. I like that schnozzle. A schnozzle. That thing's cool as fuck, to be honest with you. Oh, it almost looks like eyes. It did on that one side. That thing is cool. I like it. I like it. It's different. Holy shit. This should be interesting. pretty nice. I like it when I can handle it. I guess I just had to learn how to drive the car, which would probably take a whole day. It's cool, ain't it? That's not an added sound. That's the sound of the car. Oh, never fails, does it? Fucking thing's got it's designed to go for guardrails. No idea why, but it does. Thing is cool, isn't it? So that's what we got, guys. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Actually, I think I could put it under here. That would look pretty cool. I can see underneath the back of it. But I can't see the back of the car too good. You can now. Isn't that something? Well, different people know how to do different things. We can add a light. That's probably wouldn't hurt. Pretty cool. Any way you want to look at it. Pretty cool. I wanted to get a couple of pictures of it that were really good ones, so let's do that. If I can remember how to do it, it shouldn't be that tough. Format, JPEG, yep, bingada bangada. We don't want that size. No, we don't. We want this one because it's easier on the system. Okay. And you don't have to worry about this little palette being in the picture because it won't be. Okay. Now, wow, that thing is cool looking. It is, isn't it? In many respects, it is cool. Let's put the dude in there. And we can even turn the lights on and take another picture of it. That would look pretty cool. Look at those tires. Holy shit. I think Single Racer will be a little impressed when he sees the meats on this puppy. We got some fucking meats on this Johnson. No doubt of it, man. They are some fucking meats. They meet the Humble's approval, I'll tell you that. I like big fucking tires. This could roll asphalt. This fucking thing could roll asphalt, I'll tell you. That's what I like. Check this fucking guy out. He's bad. Let me see if I get, there we go. Beautiful. How cool. It is really cool. Now let's see if we go here, we can change the skin to a different color. There's the extra mile skin. Now see, it's, I don't know what color it is. You guys tell me in the comments, is it maroon? Is it some kind of a cinnamon brown? It is cool as fuck, I can tell you that much. Now see with the lights, it lights up not only that beautiful chrome bar suspension that holds that front end rigid as a dog's teeth. Oh, we saved that one. Check it out. Check it out. There's that. I don't know if I'm going to keep the green, but it's pretty cool for the time being. I know we're taking up a lot of, there we are. Now that's awesome. Check that out. That is cool. That is super cool. It needs a gold stripe or something right down somewhere. It needs a little gold, maybe a gold band around the front schnozzle. That would be cool. That is schnozzle. Whatever the fuck. Okay, and the blue one, you like the blue one? Oh man. Look at that puppy. Those. Now, you can thank Uncle M for these schnozzles because they're his doing. I don't know if he made them himself, which I assume he probably did, or if he bought them or what he did with them. But Uncle M, you can thank him for the schnozzles. They came off his Drag Nova. I didn't do too well with the Drag Nova. It just didn't work well for me for whatever reason. But now if you take the lights off of this thing, where are they? Right there. You'll see that these now have a texture that's that Coral Cobra. These must be little vents to help cool the brakes, I would assume. They're brake cool units. Oh yeah, they are too. They go right into the cool the brakes right off, which makes sense, doesn't it? Let's do the other red. And now they're just fiberglass, but they're still cool. Man, look at that red. That's a nice color red. That's a real nice color red. Real nice. We gotta have that one. Well, let's get a different angle just because we've had a lot of the other angles. That thing looks fucking sweet, doesn't it? That thing looks sweet. It's hard to believe it's the same car, but it is. It really is. It was a 312T, and that's what he asked me. He said, Humble, see what you can do with that. Now, if you wanted a virgin white, we got it. Oh, man. Take a look at that puppy. Take a look at that puppy. Oh, look at the air comes in from here, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, big time. Big time. I didn't know those were scoops as well. Yeah, right here in the sides, right through here. It's huge scoops. Wow. Unfortunately, the white has a fucking weirdness to the sides of it when you do that. It's not a deal breaker, but it's kind of a pisser. Let's see what else we got. We're coming down the home stretch. Now this orange come out nice, but again, it's got that schnozzle action. All of them do for whatever reason. I don't know if we're going to fly with these mirrors or not. The mirrors are just a tad over the top, to be honest with you. But, man, you imagine actually driving this? Could you even begin to imagine what it would be like a 16-cylinder fucking monster like this? Oh, is that the battery? That's the fucking battery right there, isn't it? It looks like, yeah, it's a Bosch. There's the fucking battery. Is that cool as fuck? I mean, oh, look at this little handle here. Wait a minute, let me see if I can get to the handle. Maybe I can. Look at that little fucking handle. Come on, wait, you can do it. Oh, I can't do it. That is cool as fuck. A little adjustment handle. Who the hell knew that was there? Oh, humble, everybody knows it's there. Oh, whatever. But I didn't know it. Oh, fuck. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to turn the lights on so I could see our springs. See, our springs light up and all these little rivets light up. That is just fucking sick. Isn't that awesome? You can't, you'd say anything you want to say, but I'll tell you right now, Kuno's does an absolute over the fucking top job of making these mods. They're these cars. This is a Kuno's car. It is absolutely fucking stellar. And they just go out, they're just over the fucking top. Totally over the top. They really are. I mean, I've never said an awful lot about them because, you expect them to be good. But just because you expect it to be good don't mean that they don't deserve one hell of a lot of credit. Because believe me, at this stage of the game, I'm ready to tell you they certainly do. Now look at that. That's a total 50s retro. That is absolutely the ocean island's ocean color. Look at that. Look at right inside there. See that vent? It opens right into that one there. They came out nice. I got to thank Earthworm 90 Jim for turning me on to the 3D software because, as Uncle M said, you really should be doing this. And I said, Uncle M, I don't think I'm smart enough to do it. He goes, nah, maybe not, but I think you'll catch on after a while. I go, all right, well, he's right. I'm not all that fucking smart, but I did catch on after a while. And we do have some pretty amazing looking shit going on here. Pretty amazing looking shit. Admittedly, I'm not using 4K textures, and you can tell, but it looks like drapes in a whorehouse, but not that I would ever be able to tell you for sure, but I don't think they had drapes in the last one I was in, but I was just a kid. I'll never do it again. Oh, that looks fucking sweet. Look how nice that looks black like that. That does look a lot better. That is cool. That is fucking cool. Tell me it. No, it is. That is cool. That deserves a picture in itself right there. Let me see if I can center the guy a little better. Trumpeter Swan. Holy shit. It'd be nice to actually process this video and get it up to you so you guys can enjoy it. Okay. Look at that. That is fucking cool. Isn't that cool? I enjoy the living shit out of this. If you haven't figured that out yet, I definitely enjoy the living shit out of this. Look at the reflections and everything. It is fucking tits. Well, I don't know about that, but it is definitely amazing. Absolutely amazing. The textures, it's just, phew. There's some things you can say about the day and age we live in, but I'll tell you right now, you can't poke fun at this kind of shit, because this is fucking awesome. Absolutely fabulous. I'll see if we light those up now. Actually, look at the difference that makes. Wow. That is fucking amazing. Let's go to a different showroom. I just enjoy this. It does take up a great deal of time, but you know what? Praise God, we've got the time to take up. Wasn't that a nice way to look at it? Now, what about dock? Would this be good at the dock? Well, it would, but you know where we're having problems is with our lights. We got way too many. So if we start peeling the lights out of here, you'll see, well, we should better have one. Look at the chrome. Oh my God, look at this. Holy shit. Oh, this is a dock. Oh, yeah, it is a dock. No shit. Look at this fucking thing. Oh, my Dwamney. That is a fucking trip and a half, isn't it? Look at that. The reflections and shit. That thing is cool. That thing is just super fucking cool. That thing is super fucking cool. I think it is. HDR exposure. Oh, look at that. You can, oh boy, you can really fuck with it. I think we should have not too much. And there's Grandma. Oh, I see. Oh, that really fucks with it. Right about there. What's this white point? What's this fucking do? Oh, I see. Fucking A. Isn't that a pisser? Look at that. I'm going to have to ask him, how do you get it to rotisserie, Michael? Oh, humble. I thought you knew. Yeah, well, I don't. Hate to tell you, but I don't know. I'm going to ask him. He'll tell me. He's a good guy. Look at that fucking thing. That thing is sweet. You know, I'm almost at this stage of the game thinking these would be good chrome. They really would. They'd be cool chrome, but they'd be probably obnoxious, and you don't really need them. Oh, look at that. Look at how blue they look inside like that now. Isn't that cool? I wonder why they do that. They light up of their own accord from the inside out. They are cool. They are cool. That is a fucking neat look. You know, I'm not unhappy I did this. I think it looks good with that friggin' nozzle right there. That would not hurt the performance one iota, but boy, would that suck wind. Coming up, pushing out, oh, right in there. Oh my God, that thing would be supercharging the piss out of that thing. Oh my God, look at that. Holy shit. Fucking A, gotta do it. It must be done. What do we got? Happy. Boom. That thing is fucking sweet. That thing is super sweet. Oh my God, look at that. That fucker is sweet. It should have had tires like this to begin with. Really, it should have. It always should have had meats on it like this. Great big fucking Camangos. Holy shit. Are you serious? Great big fucking Goodyears. Big, you know, some big fat things are nice. Best said left alone perhaps, but road to nowhere. Wow. Fucking A. Port Tudor. Holy shit. Look at that fucking thing. That is a pisser, isn't it? Man, that's a nice looking car. Actually, well, you know, if anybody else had done it, I'd be saying the same thing. So please don't ever say, oh, you fucking asshole. Are you full of yourself? That has nothing to do with me. It has absolutely nothing to do with me whatsoever. Nothing. Zero. I'm looking at a car. I'm not looking at me making the little additions or anything else. What I did was very small comparison to the car itself. I didn't do jack shit if the truth was known, but the jack shit that I did do, I think is cooler than a son of a bitch. I actually like this better with the schnozzle black and then the color underneath. I mean, if you looked under, now there is a little porthole under there. I did make these glass at one time, then I changed them to be the same color as the car. I think that fucking thing looks sick. That thing looks fucking sick. I think it does. I don't think that hurts one iota to have those big as puffy fucking scoops on it. It's got 5 scoops. Holy shit. 6 actually, if you look at the original one. Holy shit. That is fucking sick. Now notice these aren't colored this time. Boy, that looks cool. Now remember, you can make these lights any color you choose. I just chose this just to show you. But that doesn't mean they have to be purple like that. So if we go into the in-car view and just get beyond the guy's actual face, perhaps. Look at the texture on the wheel. You can almost feel it. Almost. It's padded, but you can almost feel it. And I kind of liked, I didn't like the green at first. Let's get rid of the driver so we can really see. I didn't really like the green, but the more I see it, the more I like it. And admittedly, this could be different. It could be, a solid leather, a dark leather. That would look nice. Look at the texture of the seat belts and shit. I mean, this is fucking just awesome. Awesome. But if you want to know how to do that, you do it with the fine carbon mesh, and you have to put it, as I showed you, in the skin that you're using at the time. That's where that goes. Don't try to change this with 3D or you're not going to run the car. And see this little off switch? Watch the lights. They light up. Isn't that cool? And again, you could have that red, you could have it any color you want. But here's what the thing, now I can move back because I don't have the guy in here. Okay. So this is the deal. This is what it looks like as it is. Now you wouldn't even see the pedals down there, but as soon as you light it up, boom, now you got your pedals and shit down underneath. Now let's prove it to you. Watch, we'll scoot right down there. Doop, doop, almost like a chipmunk. Look in there. Isn't that cool? Now we can lighten these bastards up. We can find the names of them and make lights out of those so you actually can see them. Isn't that a cool fucking thing? See? They're a dark blue now. And that doesn't distract from you at all. But there they are. We got dark blue pedals. But you can see them like a champ. Now don't think all this could all be dark blue as well. And you might like that better. But it almost looks like a snake. Some kind of a green mamba or some shit. And look at the shine on it. Now remember, we like this in black. So let me see where I am. Let's see if I can escape from here. And it is black. It just didn't look like it because of the way things were shining on it, apparently. But what do you think, guys, all in all? Have you learned as much as you wanted to learn today? If anybody's still with me? See, that's the thing. If you'll hang in and watch these programs, you'll be liking it. Yeah, that's prettier. It's not nasty. And the other ones are a real pretty color. I think that looks better. Yeah, they look better dark blue like that. See, we wouldn't even have a rain light if it wasn't for that. Look how they come in and boop, boop. It needed brake lights. I mean, what the hell? How do you have a machine with no brake lights? If you look in here, you'll see that we have textures now on these arms. These are carbon fiber. You gotta enjoy doing this kind of shit, that's all I can tell you. If you enjoy this stuff, then this is up your ballpark. If you don't enjoy it, then go do what you like. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, that's how we do it, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Humble out.